Hello and welcome to video classes by Konnur Institutes. Today we will be looking into these three conditions wherein we have already understood what these first conditions tells us. So when a company wants to understand at what level of output is going to make its a profit. So when a company wants to understand, there are three conditions which needs to be satisfied. So we have already understood this first condition, but let's again recall what this first condition talks about. So in this condition we have already seen when there is a perfect competitive market, we have also seen that the price is equal to average revenue and which was equal to the marginal revenue, right? So if you have just go back and look into the previous videos, you will see that there was a table wherein I was explaining how this average revenue is calculated and the marginal revenue is calculated, right? So which was ultimately showing us or directing us towards the price which we had quoted for each unit of production or each unit of output. So P is equal to marginal cost. So if you look at this graph, OX axis talks about the output and the OY axis talks about the price or cost of production, what we can say. And these are the quantity, different quantity wherein we want to understand at what level of output the company or the firm wants to make its profit, maximum profit. So when we are talking about this Q1 point, you can see that this is the price line wherein price was constant in the perfect competitive market, right? So price we have quoted 10 then, which was constant. So you can see that it's a horizontal straight line which is not increasing or also not decreasing because it's a straight line and we have kept it constant. So at this point you can see that P is equal to MC. So Q1 has satisfied first point, first condition, right? Now let's look into the third condition, second condition. What is it saying? MC, marginal cost must be non-decreasing at Q0. So Q0 is the point at which the firm wants to know at which it or at what level of output it is going to make its maximum output, right? Sorry, maximum profit. So if we consider this as the Q0 or if we consider this is the quantity level or this is the level of output at which our firm is going to make its maximum profit, then what they are saying is the marginal cost curve should not be decreasing. If you see here after this point the marginal curve is decreasing in order, right? So here this second condition is not satisfied here at this point. If you look into the Q2 point wherein if we consider this is the output level at which our firm wants to make its profit maximum. See here the first condition is not satisfying. Why it is not satisfying is marginal cost is not equal to the profit, sorry, the price. Okay, so this P represents the price. So here it's failing in the first condition itself, right? Next Q3 point, even also here you can see that this wherein the price is not equal to marginal cost. So even this at this point also we are not making the profit, maximum profit. If you move towards next point which is Q4, you can see here, right, which is P is equal to MC. Yes. Next, they are talking about this MC should not be non-decreasing, right? If you see at the curve's nature, you can see it's in increasing, upward increasing. So that shows that second condition is been satisfied here. Okay, so if we are talking about the Q4 point. Okay. Here, first condition, price is equal to MC, which is satisfied, right? Second condition, it should not be non-decreasing, which is also satisfied, right? And if you move towards the Q5 and Q6, you can see here that MC is larger than the price. It's greater than the price. So you can see this is the expenditure area wherein you are making more expenditure. Okay. So it's nothing but MC is greater than marginal revenue. Yes. So this is when you have this condition or this situation, you will be into losses. So when your cost of production is more than the revenue, are you going to make profits? No, right? Because our profit formula talks about total revenue minus total cost, right? So total revenue should be greater than the total cost. But here the condition is reversed. The marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue. So that's the reason these 2 points are not fetching us the profit. So Q4 is the point B. At point B, you can see it has also satisfied the first condition, and also you can see that the second condition, what it is saying, what it is telling us is the marginal cost must be non-decreasing. Right? So here you can see it is not going down. The marginal cost curve is going upwards, right? It is rising here. So which means it is not decreasing, right? So this is the point at which the company can earn its maximum profit. So we call this Q4. Q4 is the level of output a firm is going to make its profit maximum. So that's how we understand these first 2 conditions. In this third condition, it talks about the price should not be, price should be greater than or equal to the average variable cost only when it is in a short run. If they are into short run, we have seen, right, short run has the variable cost and the fixed cost. So the price should be greater than or equal to the average variable cost, and if it is a long run, then the price should be greater than or equal to the average cost. Why we are not talking about here about the average variable cost is because in the long run we don't have this variable cost and the fixed cost. So that's the reason we just have average cost. So when it is in the long run, the price should be greater than or equal to the average cost. This third condition, we will look into it in the next video class. I hope you have understood this first condition and the second condition, how it works when we are talking about the level of output at which the firm is going to make its maximum profit. See you all in the next video class.